about to escalate. Them on the rim, hit the button with a blitz, we gon' study his film. I ain't gotta say nothing, ain't know it's for real. Country, tryna give me your meal. You want you some violence, you got you a deal. Mr. Bushwick, Bill, tell me how you feel. No, I'm not from Dallas, but yes, I'm a cowboy. We them boys. We making loud noise, staying fresh today. I be looking like I out. Got a defensive line that'll make them sit down. Feel like a D-lineman, but still making touchdowns. Beat them in their hometown, I ain't here now one time. I've been a big bully since I was on the playground. I'm all grown up and I still don't play around. Point them out, 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 point them out. Watch them panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him. Real.
Oh, it's on the phone. No. Yeah, wait till I'm good.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my bench way. Now it's like work for 10K all cause it is 10 gamers. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights. Hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head down stage, they be like, see the crowd going air, they be like.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. 2 teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Okay, right?
One of only 2 rookies to top 1,000 yards on the ground last year. Here's Tyler Algier. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On second down, Ritter. Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up the Falcons' first down as they'll get this up past the 35-yard line. The Falcons are 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Working from the gun, Ritter. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. You look at this Packers defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. They'll get get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Ritter now. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him out to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Desmond Ritter, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Ready up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Looking to throw. setting up the screen. Here's Algier. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You talk about this Falcon defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that #1 spot.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Ready.
Love, they go play action now. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, 52 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the set.
Love this time is going to set up to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
2nd and 10.
Ready?
Love going to give this one to Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here we go.
This now a 3rd and 4. Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. So they fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have. NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
They nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. On play action, Love to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and the guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
2nd down, Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Love from the gun. That is caught. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They go back to the ground with Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Gives it to Algier to start things off. And managed to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Ritter to throw it. Short throw caught by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up the Falcons first down as he's up to the 47.
9 yards that time. Even in only 10 games, seeing Pitts drop from 1,000 to under 400 yards receiving was tough last season. And he has only 3 total touchdowns in his first 2 years. Still one of the most athletic tight ends in the league. I expect last season to be the anomaly.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Ready?
Ritter from the gun. That's thrown underneath to Algier. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion. Pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 receptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll go again to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Ready.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. First down. Love to pass. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Algier going straight ahead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw, Ritter. He's got this to Algier. And they have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards there, and a Falcon first down. Ritter will set up to throw it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Ritter. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Come on, set. Ready?
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He's got room past the 30 and all the way up to the 31-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back. He's trailing here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And what I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 27. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be Falcon football.
Okay.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Starting the drive with Algier. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Working from the gun, Ritter. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Dumps this one off to Algier. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. First down, here's Ritter. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
On first down, Ritter. His throw incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
On second, here's Algier. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield. Oftentimes, it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And they'll work from the 29 on second and 6. Algier now up the middle. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Ritter from the gun on third down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, One thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely, first and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And it's caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he gets in. Touchdown. Desmond Ritter, his third touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Well, this is where it pays to have a quarterback you can trust with the ball in his hands. Normally you want him throwing, or at least trying to make this an option. But here, this is a straight run, a QB draw, and he reads things perfectly and takes it into the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Nixon now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. And now Love going to change things up. They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
3-3. Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Hurry.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Trouble. 38.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hut.
Now Love. He'll complete this one to Watson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Packers.
Ready.
Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 2nd down and 4.
Black
It's a pickup of 6. brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
To throw now. Here's Love. He'll find Jones again. Complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. And the Packer first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
At the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Open man is Komet, the tight end. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Love. Quick slant to Watson. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one swung out here to Jones. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. That's a Packers touchdown. Nico Collins from 4 yards out. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. And that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Ritter from the gun. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Ritter will set up to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with Algier. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Ready, go.
Handing it off, right side, Algier. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Ritter. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Love. Flush to his right. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Packers take over
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ready?
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Packers.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses this game.